Welcome. Today's video is about independent system operators and why you have to get a membership with these entities in order to be a retail electricity provider. The ISOs were created by FERC, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, to deal with the wholesale sale of power and the control of the high transmission grid in various states and regions. So you probably have heard names of things like NYISO and PJM and ERCOT. These are all various ISOs for various states and regions. ERCOT, for example, is the ISO for Texas, NYISO for New York, and PJM covers multiple states in the Pennsylvania, Maryland area, in the Mid-Atlantic states. So because you as a retail electricity provider will be buying wholesale power, and if the customer doesn't use it, reselling it back into the market, and because you'll be doing scheduling of power to your customers, you have to become a member of the ISO, because they're in charge of managing that wholesale market, that transmission of electricity throughout the wholesale grid. And it's not a hard process. It's probably a little easier than getting your state license. Again, there's membership applications that you have to fill out. In ISO NE, for example, which is the ISO for New England, the cost for the filing at the application is $5,000, and then there's an annual fee of $5,000. So it's not overly expensive. But it will take time to apply and prepare your application. Unlike the states, they're less interested in your managerial experience, but much more interested in your financial stability. So you're going to have to meet the financial qualifications. In fact, it's such an important aspect that in New York, you can't even file for your license in New York until you can show New York you've already qualified with the New York ISO. Once you've filed your application, it should take about 3 months for the filing to be approved, and you have membership. And membership, again, is a precondition to being able to sell your first kilowatt hour of energy. Now, where I think most people who have some basic skill sets can look at a license application for the retail company in a state, the ISO membership application might require you to take a look at getting an outside counsel to assist you, just to make sure that you do everything right. Well, and I also say that because in conjunction with getting your ISO membership, in most states, well, except for Texas, you're going to have to get a market-based rate authority from FERC. And that's because when you buy electricity, and if your customer doesn't use it, you have to resell it back into the market. So where there's interstate commerce, which is in all the states except ERCOT, which is isolated, which is Texas, you're subject to the jurisdiction of FERC, and you have to apply for and get market-based rate authority. And again, those applications are a little more complex. I addressed this in another video, so you'll see what I'm talking about. In ERCOT, if all you are is a Texas rep and you're not selling anywhere else and you're not in any other state and licensed in any other state, then you won't need the market-based rate authority. So I hope this little overview gives you insights as to one of the first steps that you'll need to take to become a retail energy provider. There are other videos on the same topic of the startup requirements, and I hope they're helpful. If there's anything I'm missing or you would like to have added or explained, please let me know, and I will be glad to add a video and a blog on that. Also, if you want to visit my website, you can go to retailenergywizard.com, and there's a blog in there about ISO memberships, and also a table is provided that lists each of the ISOs and the websites and the URLs to the specific membership applications. So it'll make your job of finding them and and filling them out a lot easier. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will present another one pretty soon.